I guess we're afternoon. Good afternoon. My question for you, are you showing up as the infinitely powerful healer that you are? And I mean you. I don't mean, the healer who tells you that they're a healer, like myself. I am the intuitive phoenix. I am a healer. I am a doctor, and I do psychic healing, intuitive healing, and I consider myself a healer. But you are a healer as well. So I want to know, ask yourself, are you showing up as the infinitely powerful healer that you are? Most people, when I ask that, tell me no. Understandable to a degree. We have never been told, or I know for a lot of people have never been told, that we are infinitely powerful healers, that we, in fact, have the ability to heal ourselves. I just ended a group call with one of the groups that I work with, and we had our first group call, and we spent that call talking about how we can heal ourselves. In the past, I would have recommended, well, and still do. I don't discount other forms of healing. I use other forms of healing for my healing to be at its best. What I now do, in addition to that, is make sure my healing ability is optimal. So I show up as the infinitely powerful healer that I am and help others to do the same. What's the difference? The difference is, instead of people coming to me saying, my hip's bothering me, or my knee's bothering me, or something else is bothering me, and I take steps to address that within their body, I help them do the healing themselves. It's a huge distinction. In the past, my go-to would have been, for myself included, to automatically consider what healer I needed to go to. With the belief, or that default, that I required somebody else to do my healing for me, or to give me a diagnosis, or to give me exercises, or to tell me what steps to take to be healing or helping my body to heal itself. Now what I do is I communicate and have a conversation, have a dialogue with myself. What does my body need? And how can I respond to it? In some cases, that are things that I can do for myself. In other cases, I may, in fact, connect with an expert aside from myself. So this conversation I had today with people in our group was helping them to identify what their body and being was asking for, whether or not they had the tools or skills to provide what their body was asking for, and to trust that information. And if not, then what steps could they take to know what to do next? And again, trust that information. And I'm so excited about this group because they left our group healing call with some new beliefs. One being they are infinitely powerful healers capable of healing themselves. They also left with each of their individual situations that were going on with coming up with a game plan on how to respond to what was happening in their body, in their being, in their life, in their work. Not only did they ask the questions of themselves and get answers that they trusted, they felt really good. They felt empowered by their ability to have that relationship with themselves and trust that information. They also uncovered that it seemed a whole lot easier. And because it seemed so easy, their initial reaction was to discount that it could be that easy, that the information that they were receiving couldn't be true, because once they gave themselves the time and space to ask the questions and hear what their body was saying, that it in fact couldn't be that easy. They were looking for something that was much more hard, much more challenging, that required them to do something outside themselves, to utilize someone else's services before even knowing if that's what their body was asking for and needing. They also left with ways that they could check in on a regular basis with themselves, and the importance of doing that, so that way they could create circumstances and situations to be in a relaxed, healthy state to communicate with themselves, get answers, and respond, versus being in a state of fight, flight, or freeze where they're in survival mode. And of course, at that point, their body is only going to give them answers about surviving. So if any of this, well, if you have questions, comments, feel free to post them below. If any of this sounds like something you'd like to be experiencing in your life, in your business, in your career, or as an entrepreneur, ask your questions, post your comments, send me a direct message, because I would love to talk to you about developing your own healing skills for yourself, so that way you can trust the relationship with yourself, trust the information that you're receiving, and do it with more ease. Simple does not mean it's not true or valid or important or worthy. So again, any of this sounds interesting, post questions, post comments. I will get back to you. And if you want to experience a private session, I'll post the details below in the comments. Check it out. It's my 100 sessions in 100 days across the 50 states. I'd love to connect with you. I'm sending love and health and ease in your transformation until we connect again. I'll talk to you then. Bye.